This is J. Randall Wilkerson, author of the Heart Failure Recovery Plan, Successful Heart Regeneration Using Metabolic Enzymes. This is part 39 of a 58-part video series of the entire book. If you have not already, please review our introductory video in our channel. It will give you background information. This is chapter 8 under diet, and the part 39 covers corn syrup. Nearly everything in the market that is sweetened has experienced a transformation from sugar to high fructose corn syrup sweetener. And during that time, obesity has become an epidemic throughout the United States. At this point, over 1/3 of the population of the USA is obese, over 35% several years ago, and it's growing several percentage points per year. This extreme overweight condition has led to many diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and resulting complications can be heart failure. Projections are that this condition of obesity will get worse, eventually leading to 50% of the entire U.S. population experiencing obesity with shorter lives. In many countries like Asia, Europe, and South America, corn syrup is not available. Foods, sodas, and ice cream are still sweetened with sugar. Residents of most of those countries do not suffer any obesity epidemic. It is simply unique in the USA and places where corn syrup is added to foods. A few weeks ago, I tried to find ice cream that did not contain corn syrup. I could not find any in my entire county. I did finally find some at a fresh market store over in Orlando, another county over. In their house brand, it only used sugar. To recover from heart failure, you must stop eating and drinking anything made with corn syrup, and that means almost all sodas. We're referring to synthetic chemical called high fructose corn syrup, HFCS. This was developed as a factory process in the 1970s to take corn, which has no fructose, and chemically convert it into an artificial sugar. A sugar that tastes sweeter and costs significantly less than any other sweetener on the market, typically. Now lately, as of this year of 2015, there has been an increased production of sugar, and so sugar prices have dropped dramatically, making it possible for some foods to switch back over to sugar economically. However, that could change by next year. In any respects, high fructose corn syrup is being added to almost everything. Now, the human body uses fat and glucose for energy. Glucose is a simple sugar that works inside the cells. Fructose sugar, on the other hand, goes straight to the liver. The liver must convert fructose into glucose for it to be useful. When large quantities of fructose hit the liver, they are converted directly into fat because the body doesn't know what to do with it. Essentially, your body is just fat, building up layer after layer after layer of fat. So these large, giant half-gallon sodas contain more fructose than any human has ever consumed in the history of mankind. 10 to 20 times more in a synthetic form and a synthetic chemical. Another interesting way of the development of high fructose corn syrup is the reaction inside the human body. Normally, when you eat a starchy carbohydrate, your body releases insulin, which acts to suppress your appetite. Therefore, you eat less. High fructose corn syrup does not stimulate insulin production in the same way, or the resulting hormone leptin. Your body does not recognize that you consumed any calories. You continue to drink corn syrup sodas and never feel stuffed. It makes HFCS the ultimate fattening food product. Why is it only 1/3 of Americans are obese so far? Some humans can process HFCS better than others. It all lies in the level of uric acid in your bloodstream, and you can have your doctor check your uric acid level in your blood test. If your level is above 4 milligrams per deciliter, you are prone to obesity from corn syrup, and you should avoid corn syrup like a poison. Obesity co-joined with heart failure is a no-win situation. All that extra weight imposes a huge load on the heart muscle as back pressure. To recover from heart failure, you must reduce all these loads, bring your weight down to normal. It's a steep hill if you don't do otherwise. may feel like climbing Mount Everest just going up a hill in your backyard. There are numbers of studies that claim to be scientific clinicals proving that corn syrup is not the cause of obesity. Most of these studies were funded by the Corn Refiners Association and large processed food companies. So follow the money. Find out who is trying to force it upon the American public. There will always need to be some diet adjustment in order to be successful in heart failure recovery. So watch out. There's corn syrup in things you would never imagine. Hot dogs, yogurt, some cheeses, some vegetables. It's very difficult to inject corn syrup into everything around the perimeter of your grocery store, yet you still have to pay attention to labels. The sodas sold in Europe, South America, and Asia don't sell corn syrup sodas. It's a blend, maybe, but usually it's pure sugar, and yet they consume almost the same quantity as the sodas, yet without the obesity. Some foods that you need to watch out for is most brands of ice cream, some salad dressings, some ketchups, barbecue sauces, coffee creamers, cold cereals, jams, jellies, chocolate and flavored ice cream toppings. Even some frozen pizzas have corn syrup injected. Nearly all sodas have corn syrup except those sold in Hispanic markets, where the population is not fooled into the bad taste of corn syrup sodas. They demand sugar. Some muffins, cakes, and pies, especially pecan pie, are filled with corn syrup. Some canned spaghettis and raviolis, energy bars, snack bars, candy bars, crackers, artificial whipped cream, soups, hot dogs, and some prepared meats. They're all injected with corn syrup. Keep in mind, some of the simplest things you would never expect, they've been sweetened with corn syrup. So in summary, you have to get corn syrup out of your diet. It is simply putting a load on your heart that may be too much to recover from. This is J. Randall Wilkerson, author of the Heart Failure Recovery Plan, Successful Heart Regeneration Using Metabolic Enzymes. This book is available on Amazon in print and Kindle editions. It's available from Apple iTunes in an iBooks edition, on eBay in a print edition, and directly from the publisher, Wilkerson & Hughes, P.O. Box 777, Altoona, Florida 32702. Just send a check for $24 to cover the book plus shipping and handling. Thank you for listening.